Whilst on lockdown, I know a lot of us have had time to look at ourselves a bit longer than we normally would have, and spend that time adjusting how we look and talking about our bodies, and also maybe trying to keep fit, but also doing a lot of eating at the same time. So body image is something that is a real concern for people in general.
Yes.
But post-COVID, or during this COVID time, you know, we've looked at ourselves. So how can we be more positive about our body image moving forward?
I think the answer is I love the work of an organisation called Beauty Redefined, and they said the minute we start talking about our bodies and focusing on our bodies means we're elevating our bodies to one of the most important thing about ourselves. And I think it's driven me crazy during this time. I'll be honest, the social media memes and posts with the big fat roly-poly dog and saying, this is my post-COVID body, you know, I've information about how much they've been eating and so on. I think we've become so body fixated and so self-aware about what we look like. Now, I'm the first one to advocate exercise,
right,
because exercise is so good for your mental health. We know that exercise has the same benefits as taking an antidepressant.
Yeah.
Now, that's not me saying stop your antidepressants. If you are on one, please first talk to your doctor. But exercise is so important for our mental health. It's good to pump oxygen to your brain. Eating healthily is important. We know that there's quite a big link also with mental health and the food that you
That's
eat.
right. We've been reminded to keep active and to keep
Yes,
our minds going during this time.
Absolutely. And it's good for our physical health. So I'm not saying scrap all that. But I think when we start fixating on eating and exercise for the way we look, I really wonder what our children are hearing about that. What are they hearing from us about bodies? They're hearing that your body is the most important thing about you. How you look is the most important thing about you or them. And we actually forget that we've had courage during this time, coming through a pandemic. We've been brave. We have done things in our jobs we never thought we'd do. Children have engaged in online learning. We've tried to be homeschoolers.
Yeah.
There's so much we've accomplished, and yet we've reduced it to what my body looks like at the end of COVID. Yeah. So my challenge is to all of us as adults, particularly women, but not only women, is how am I framing the discussion around my body? How do I talk about other people's bodies? And really celebrating that we're so much more than bodies.
Right.
We're so much more than just something to be looked at, which really boils down to we become objects.
Right.
And so it's, to me, I just think we should be really proud of some of the stuff we've accomplished.
And focus on those things that you've mentioned, such as, you know, looking at how courageous we've been and brave, and even our young children during this whole time. Thank you so much, Colette, for those tips. And I hope that's a reminder to you to stay kind to yourself and to others. Keep it locked right here and Mums at the Table.